2010. Rent. The setting is the Lower East Side of New York in the late 1980s. Loosely based on Puccini's La Bohème, Rent tells the heartrending story of a small community of struggling artists overwhelmed by extreme economic pressures, drug problems, and the AIDS epidemic. They learn the hard way that support, friendship, and most of all, love are the keys to their salvation. After a year of extraordinary setbacks, the community comes together in a song of renewal and hope. However, things do not get better. One of their own, their beloved Angel, dies tragically of AIDS. The community once again comes together to remember.
It's right that it's Halloween because it was her favorite holiday. I knew we hit it off from the moment we met. That skinhead was bothering her, and she said that he was more of a man than he'd ever meet, and more of a woman than he'd ever get.
There were tourists, and they were terrified because A, they were obviously lost, and B, they had probably never seen a drag queen before in their lives. And she just offered to escort them out of Alphabet City and said that she'd take a picture with them and told them that she'd help them find the circle.
So much more original than any of us. You'd find an old tablecloth on the street and make a dress, and next year, sure enough, they'd be mass-producing them at the Gap. You always said how lucky you were that we were all friends. But it was us, baby, who were the lucky ones.
Live in my house, I'll be your shelter. Just pay me back with 1,000 kisses. Be my lover, I'll cover you. Oh yeah. Open your door, I'll be your tenant. Don't got much baggage to lay at your feet, but 3 kisses I'm